It's been called the world's most effective leadership style. In this maxpoint Leaders segment, Dr. Frank Banfill explains transformational leadership and how adopting this approach can take your leadership to a whole new level.
Hi, I'm Dr. Frank Banfill, talking to you in this segment about transformational leadership. Transformational leadership style is, I believe, the most effective, universally appealing style of leadership that you can use as you go about your business as a leader. And why do I say that? Well, transformational leadership has been studied across many different cultures, many different places, including my own studies in Africa, and I've found that transformational leadership works just about every situation. What is transformational leadership? Transformational leadership is all about bringing the best out in others, in the organization, and in ourselves. All three of those areas working together, moving together to accomplish a shared vision. My definition of leadership is movement toward a shared vision. What does a leader do? A leader moves people towards a shared vision. So the leader gives that vision and helps move people towards that vision. Transformational leadership is made up of four constructs. The first is idealized influence. This is intentionally influencing other people. It's casting vision, it's using values, priorities, principles, and communicating those to people in a way that intentionally moves them and influences them. The second construct is intellectual stimulation. A transformational leader comes along people and stimulates them. He or she gets their followers to think about new ideas. He or she gets their followers to begin engaging, coming up with ideas, brainstorming, but being engaged intellectually in this process of movement towards that shared vision. The third construct of transformational leadership is individualized consideration. Individualized consideration. What that means is that the leader doesn't just see the people that he or she is leading. He doesn't just see them as, or she sees them as a group, but that leader sees each person as an individual. Each person that they're leading, whether it's a big organization or a small organization, they're all meaningful, important people to them, and they want to be considerate of them as an individual. And there are different ways that you can do that, even in large organizations. And then the final or fourth construct of transformational leadership is inspirational motivation. This is the charismatic element of leadership. This is about the cheerleader. This is about casting that vision, keeping that vision in front of people, talking about that vision, being excited about that vision, and bringing people along with you. So transformational leadership, it's like a triangle with three sides: others, ourselves, and organizations. And the transformational leader tries as best they can to keep those three things in balance as they move towards that vision. It's often said that Jesus was a servant leader, and Jesus was a servant leader. But I really believe that Jesus was a transformational leader. Why do I say that? Well, servant leadership is all about the other person, which is great. But sometimes it's about the other person at the expense of the vision for the organization. So we can be so focused on others that we actually hurt ourselves and the organization. I say Jesus was transformational because although he was all about serving other people, there came a time when other people's agenda and what they were trying to do did not mesh with the bigger picture of what he was trying to accomplish. And so he called them out on it and said, no, we're not going to stop and do that. You get behind me. We're going to move forward towards this bigger vision. So transformational leadership, great leadership style that I believe can truly make a difference. Because you see, transformational leadership is all about balance. So you're balancing this charismatic influence, you're balancing this charismatic excitement and motivation with this intellectual stimulation. So there's a logic. So you've got excitement on one hand, but you also have the facts. You also have logic on the other side. And you're balancing this influence, this idolized influence that seeks to perpetrate a large number of people to spread values and ideas, you're balancing that with individualized consideration. So you're looking at the individual. Yes, I want to get this out there to as many people as possible, but I want to make sure I'm bringing the individual with me. So transformational leadership, and I want to encourage you to think about it, learn about it, practice it, and we'll talk about it in more depth in some future videos. I'm Dr. Frank Banfill, encouraging you to be a great leader.